What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. We are in the middle of investigating the alchemist's home right now. As the storyteller, on Layton's side, has written a very foreboding tale. And right now, Layton is on his way over to where Phoenix Wright is right now. But for the time being, we should do some investigating with Wright, and hopefully that story does not come true while we're doing this. But you know, it's probably gonna happen anyway. So, let's head over here to the alchemist study. Hey, look, Nick! They're on the floor. It's one of those whatchamacallits. You know, a crop circle, right? That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. Good job. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything. You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. With your eyes? She's gonna shoot lasers from her eyes. That's what she's gonna do. Anyway. Hit coins! What else do we got here? Number 2 and number 3. You know, I never found that one hint coin that was outside of the storyteller's tower thingy. Still. It looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. About this white powder, has it been here since the incident? That's right. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I have left it this way ever since. I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'd be like Maya was here. You don't want that to be known. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We can hang it right next to Charlie. Huh? What is it, Nick? The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, that! It seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting. I wonder if there's something hidden behind this painting. Hey, Nick, look at this! The wall behind the painting. It's painted green. Is there a problem? No problem. This could be some kind of clue. A clue, indeed. Why would there be green paint just randomly behind a painting, though? What's the matter, Mr. Grayrol? Oh, it's, actually, it's that pendant. I must say, I find it fascinating. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a magatama. Magatama. Yep. You could say it's kind of like my source of power, I guess. Oh, I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat, too. It's such a mysterious color. Oh, this? It's an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst? The amethyst brings about good vibrations in an alchemy's sense. Mr. Grayrol? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me this stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the world. It seems like Grayrol really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Belduke. I was wondering for a minute, why can't I do anything? Oh, Well, I think we just about investigated everything we can for now. Or at least the key stuff. But we didn't find any leads on the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Grey Earl? Yes, what is it? Is there anywhere else you can think of where we might find more clues? Let me see. Well, there is a cellar under the study. That's where the master kept his research materials. A cellar under this room? Yes. There's a trapdoor in the floor leading to the cellar. A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that room. I see. Very well. If you please just wait a moment. I find the Phoenix Wright section... There's not a whole lot of investigating on the Phoenix Wright section. I mean, if you notice, I only had to pick 2 things and that was it. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful. It's rather dark down there. It looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too. That's true. Perhaps it's a little bit small for the both of you at once. Okay, Nick. This seems more like your kind of thing anyway. What do you mean? I don't know. I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places. What? I'm not a rat, you know. Where did you get that idea? Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some clues. It's not snooping, Maya, it's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back. Yay! Way to go, Nick! Maya, I'm pretty sure you just didn't want to get yourself dirty. Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you have both finished. Okay, got it. That's odd. You'd think he'd probably, like, stick around to make sure we don't tamper with anything, considering he's like, don't move anything. Oh, this music track. I love this music track. Ugh, it's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. But first, hit coins! 1 hit coin. 2 hit coins. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the goat already, but okay. Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second, is this... This thing is completely made of gold! Could this be the result of alchemy? I guess in this town anything is possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat, that is. Seems to have been kept in pristine condition. Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? Okay, I'm missing another one. Where is it? Aha! 3 hit coins. All done. Okay, now we can investigate. Well, that was we hit the goat, and now we hit the well. Well, well, well. If this isn't a well. Really? Looks like it's still in use, too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. Ugh, can't. Plenty of sketches and drawings, nothing useful for us. You know, I would really like it if you actually picked these choices. Thank you, goodness. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy. Not a speck of dust, though. I guess Quirrell must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk, filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to be seen down here. This room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention, standing here sighing is kind of clogging up my lungs. Maybe it's time I head back upstairs. I should probably see how Maya's doing. Cutscene? Let's go see. But I think there's a cutscene. Soon. I think. Maybe. This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry.
Professor! Wait for me!
Nah, the professor's on the move. Move your short little stubby legs, Luke.
Miss Fey.
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
Huh?
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the Great Witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Oh, shit. Maybe it wasn't Phoenix Wright they were referring to.
Oh, dearie me! Whatever is the matter, child? You look positively flustered. Sir Belduke is no longer resident here. You'll need to go elsewhere for your medicaments?
Medicinaments? Medicinaments, yes.
I know that! Let me through! It's a matter of life or death!
Life and death, you say? If so, then I may foresee a pit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Birdly, my bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly.
This must be that rival Mr. Bardley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie me.
What's that idiot doing? There! What the heck? He wasn't even there before, but... Oh, God!
Professor!
It wasn't me!
Huh? What the?
That's some pretty flabby gold, but oh shit, that wasn't Phoenix, right? It was Layton!
Professor, the words the storyteller wrote really did come true. And in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse. At first, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright. But I got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
To be continued, which we shall continue because only 13 minutes, guys. No, whatever shall we do? The professor has turned to gold. Professor Layton was turned into a gold statue through witchcraft in the alchemist's residence. How can this be? I love how Layton's thoughts are just a bunch of dots. Okay. Yes, sure, why don't we save? Onwards to the trial portion. I just realized Maya is yet again probably going to be accused of being the criminal. Because, you know, you can't have an Ace Attorney game without Maya being accused for something. Anyway, the Golden Court.
It doesn't make sense. How has it come to this? That darn witch.
Why did it have to happen to the professor, of all people? You gotta believe me, Nick! I may be a spirit medium, but I'm no witch! Don't worry, I know it wasn't you. Huh? Say, have you seen Luke today? I haven't seen him since last night. He was crying all night. I didn't know what to say to him. No kidding. He's the one suffering the most from all of this. Poor kid. He probably needs some time alone with his grief. We should leave him be. Yeah, you shouldn't have to see his trial. It'd be too hard for him. Oh, it's Espella! What are you doing here, Espella? Have you been cleared of the accusations? No, not yet. If only it was that easy. It's just that I'm not technically under arrest, so I got special permission to come here. I'm free to go wherever I liked within this building. Ah, I see. I heard about Mr. Layton. It's awful. He was such a good man. I'm sorry, Espella. Huh? What are you apologizing for? We were supposed to find clues connected to Vizela, but we couldn't find anything. And now the professor's been... No, don't say that. It's not your fault. And I don't believe a word of what they say about Maya. She isn't a witch. Thank you, Espella. Mr. Wright, do you mind if I assist you in court today? Huh? I know I may not be of much use, but I'll do what I can. I want to help you and Maya. Espella. Excuse me. Oh, okay, sorry. You're... Grey Earl, butler of the late Master Belduke. I have come to inquire after Miss Maya. It is most regrettable what happened yesterday. Yesterday? Oh, thank you for coming all the way here. Huh? You look really pale, Jean. Are you alright? Oh, please don't worry about me. It's merely that, since the incident, sleep has eluded me. Oh. I spent the night searching through Master's notes on alchemy. I hope there may be some mention of a method by which something turned to gold may be reverted back to its original form. You were looking for a way to rescue the professor? Human fate is often cruel, but that's also why we must never lose hope. Jean. Defender! Accused! The trial is about to start. Proceed to the chamber. Yes, we're coming. Nick. Cheer up, Maya. I'm not just going to let them sentence you. I just wish all this would stop already. Whether someone's a witch or not. No one deserves to be burned. I know, I can't stand for it either. If you'll kindly excuse me now, I must return to my duties. No problem. We, appreciate you coming to see us. Something's bothering me. Jean seems somewhat odd today. Let's go, Mr. Wright. The trial is about to begin. Rubble, 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 rubble.
The trial of Maya Fey shall now begin, as scheduled. Knights of the court, are you ready to cross your swords of justice?
Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum always has his sword ready for the work of justice.
Defense ready, Your Honor.
Wow, that was weak, right?
At this stage, I just gotta give it all I've got.
It would appear the defender has thrown down the gauntlet, Sir Barnum. Now, before we begin, may I have a word with you, defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Last time we met, you stood in this court as an apprentice baker. In all honesty, when I saw you for the first time, I thought to myself, a baker should stick to bread baking.
Is that so? What a fine first impression I made.
However, today you are not merely some befuddled maker of sweet buns. I'm obliged to fully recognize you as a knight of law and justice, on par with Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum. Now may your duel begin. Fight bravely and expose the truth behind this heinous crime.
All right! We're all counting on you, Inquisitor Barnum!
I knew she was a witch as soon as I laid my eyes on her. She's got witch written all over her. Why not put the baker on trial? Bake the baker, I say!
Barnum! 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 Barnum!
They treat him like some sort of celebrity.
He may be adored by the crowds, but when he pointed his sword my way, you managed to shield me from his accusations. Maya clearly isn't a witch, so surely your victory is certain.
Thank you for believing in me, Espella.
Espella Cantabella. I have given you leave to come to this trial today. However, that does not mean that the charges against you have been dropped. Rather than worry about others, you should consider your own situation.
Thank you for granting me your permission, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement. God, that sudden cut of no voices! As you wish, my lord. As usual, let us commence this trial by first recounting the events, if it pleases you, Sir Blue Knight. As, you wish, Inquisitor. I still can't get used to this terminology. Me either. This heinous crime occurred in the residence of the late Newton Bell Duke, the alchemist. Here is the sketch plan of his residence. This room of a somewhat questionable nature is the alchemist's study in which the incident took place. The only ones present at the moment of the crime were the accused and the victim, no one else. The witnesses who arrived at the scene seconds later have indicated that, well, they found the accused and the victim. Very well, the sketch is acceptable as evidence. The accused took Sir Layton's life with the most cruel of magic. A living man 1 second, a golden statue the next. Such wickedness. Magic that turns things into gold? Sure, why not? Several townspeople rushed to the room and paid witness to the horror of this magic. The accused has been captured and charged. Goodness, that is terrifying. Rumors have reached me that the victim was a most scintillating man. I'm not quite certain whether it was prior to or after. But incidentally, was this Sir Layton not the same hatmaker who attended our previous trial? No, he wasn't a hatmaker. Bizarre as it is, Sir Layton's profession and origin remains unknown. He was a stranger in the city, that is all we know. And you, sir, his acquaintance, you are an unusual presence in our city yourself. Today's case certainly is peculiar. And that is not the last of peculiarities, my lord. The alchemist's study has been the scene of another strange incident in the past. Yes, I remember this as if it were yesterday. The mysterious death of Sir Newton Bell Duke himself. Indeed, my lord. Regrettably, the only case of witchcraft still to remain unsolved in our fair city. The witch may have escaped her punishment back then. But perhaps today is the day on which both these mysterious crimes shall be solved. What? What are you implying? Patience. You will know soon enough, Sir Suddenly Pale Blue Knight. How interesting. It seems that the Inquisition have something up their sleeve. Now, Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. Thank you, my lord. The Inquisition summons the witnesses to this malicious crime of witchcraft. If only I made it to the room sooner. Maybe I could have prevented all this from happening. I won't let Maya take the rap for this. I'll find every single crack in their testimony and prove it wasn't her. Welcome to the Witches' Court, honorable witnesses. Now, let us hear your names and occupations. I am known far and wide as Emir Punchenbach. I, soon to be the new head of Punchenbach's retail organization, Pro. What?
Hang on!
Wait a minute, witness. What's that, Blue Squire? You're that guy from the previous trial. What the heck happened to you? You look like you've been on one of those ultimate makeover shows. Whatever you mean? My name is Emil Punchenbag. I, soon to be the head of Punchenbag's retail organization, Pro. What is the meaning of this, Inquisitor? I do not care to delve into this witness's personal affairs. Looks like he remembers him all too well. Okay. Witnesses, pray continue.
Oh, dearie me. It is I who usually ask the question. I am, you see, but a humble teacher. Call me Miss Primestone. Or Primstone. The children of Labyrinthia Primary School have the privilege of learning the truths about this world from me.
An elementary school teacher, huh? Good to know at least one witness has seemed sensible. The winds carry my song, it's birdly, stringing along, parrot and bard, ensemble avant de garde. My faithful muse here is Cracker the musical parrot. No one understands music like Cracker, aside from me, naturally. At least it's not another goat.
What a smart bird. He just imitated that teacher perfectly. I'm Luke Triton. My occupation is the Professor's Apprentice.
Luke needs his own theme song too. Luke? Luke, but why? What are you doing there?
I made up my mind. I'm doing this for the Professor. A gentleman has to pursue the truth.
But Luke, that's where the Inquisition's witnesses stand.
I'll never forgive that witch!
A gentleman shouldn't glare at people as if he wants to hit them in the face.
Luke.
Your friend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Such is the hard reality of the battle. But yeah, Luke needs his own theme song. I mean, Maya has her own. Witnesses, we will now hear your testimonies. Tell us all of this wicked incident which you have been unfortunate enough to witness. Oh boy. Witness testimony! Not looking forward to this. I heard a scream and an incantation, and then when I entered the room, the victim was already all shiny.
Mayhap something caused discord between erstwhile friends. Mr. Silkhat had a knife at the ready in his hand.
Victim of magic, sparkly and done for. I heard the staff fall on the floor.
The Professor must have seen through Miss Maya's deception and confronted her right there, face to face.
Oh my god, Luke, do you hear yourself even talk? Like, seriously, I understand that the reason they have him there is for plot purposes, but really when you think about it, Luke is still kind of smart enough to be like, wait a minute, this is dumb considering Maya and Wright aren't from this world, you know? So that can be possible. I see. Thank you all. However, one part of the testimony was somewhat confusing. You there, the singer.
Singer?
Could you possibly be me, Birdly the Bard, your Excellence? Yes, that would be you, singer. The staff that you said, sung about. It is as you suspect, my lord. This very witch scepter. Oh dear.
There are 2 different magic gems attached, meaning the perpetrator could have used 2 types of magic.
Yeah, it would seem so. This gem here enables the use of gold transmutation spell, Goldor. Goldor. Just the word alone makes the tiny hairs on the back of my head stand up. That's the one, all right. That's the dreadful incantation that I, Emir Punchenbach, I, the first Is it punching bag the first? Oh, I thought it was I. The first also heard.
Oh, dearie, dearie me! I haven't seen that scepter, so I have seen that scepter, so I have. Play tips over the golden man. The scepter falls, not the witch's plan. Oh, dearie, dearie me! How dare she do that to the professor?
By the way, this witch scepter was found on the floor near the victim. If you'll turn your attention to the sketch plans, it was located right here. A scepter dropped by the accused would naturally tumble to exactly that spot.
Objection!
Inquisitor Barnum, what you're saying accounts to nothing more than a baseless assumption. You are on edge today, Sir Blue Knight. Is it because your friend is on trial? Perhaps you had better cool yourself down. Well, anyway, the court accepts scepter as evidence. Thank you, my lord. Inquisitor Barnum, may I ask you something? What is it now, Sir Blue Knight? We know that one of the gems is for the spell Goldor, but what about the other one? A naive question. Huh? Naivety may be no hindrance to a baker who spends most of his time amidst bread, but it can be your undoing here in court. When a knight put a weapon in his enemy's hand. He's telling me to do my homework, huh?
Mr. Wright, I'll look for the information about that magic gem in the Grand Grimoire.
Thank you, Espella. That would be great.
Just leave it to me.
She seems very happy to help. The defender may interrogate the witnesses, which we will do in the next video. So I will see you guys later. Ugh.